It never gets old, does it? Hey, good evening, Antique Pulling fans, man. We got another show for you here tonight. A lot of good information coming at you. We've got some special guests here tonight. Tommy Agee from the Lexington, Virginia pull that's going to be coming up here in February of 26. And the legend, Bryan Lively, as I like to call him, the guru of truck and tractor pulling and antique pulling. Mr. Bryan Lively is with us tonight. And we have the boss, we have Olan, and we have Richard McIntyre as well. So I'm just going to sit back and shut up.
I got one more boss.
I said the boss first.
The boss. Oh, okay.
I said the boss, then Olan, then Richard. So
okay.
The boss.
You got it right. I got it wrong.
So they got a lot of good information for you. There's a couple of people were not able to make it tonight that was originally scheduled to be here, and hopefully we'll get them in on the next show. So, but anyway, Olan, crew, take it away, man.
All right. We got. I want to thank our audience for coming in and watching us. If you don't get to watch us, I hope you watch us at a later date and time. Yeah. We do this show to inform tractor pullers of what we find out or what we know is going on. A lot of times, the information is lost and it's not told, or it's just not enough publicity about it. There's a lot of really, really good things going on. There's past things that went on that we might want to talk about. There's future things coming up we want to talk about. We got Bryan talking to us tonight about St. Jude's, how it has done throughout the years. We got talking about Oak Grove. They got one of our local pullers is involved in a big money game we got going on out there. Brian's going to try to explain it one more time. Tommy's got Lexington coming up. They moved to a new venue, really big facility. They're trying to step out, known for throwing excellent pulls here on the East Coast. We want to go through a whole series of questions. Who should go first with, Richard?
We should probably start with Tommy first.
Tommy. Bryan, you can jump in anytime you feel a need, if you don't mind. All right, Tommy, on your new location, tell us about the change in access. Those of us went to White Pine, seen the sign. Okay. I can tell you that much. Richard didn't see the sign. He didn't go.
That's right. Stephen.
Yes, so we're going to be at the Virginia Horse Center in Lexington, Virginia. It's right off of 81 and I-64 West. It's literally 3 minutes off the interstate. It's a nice facility. It's a little bigger than Chatham. It's got multiple buildings. So let's put it that way. The big arena there is overall bigger than Chatham. It's got a big open arena where plenty of tractor parking can take place.
That would be inside the arena.
Do what now?
All that would be tractor parking alongside the track inside, plenty of room.
We will stage. Yes, we will stage tractors in the arena. But
how long of a track do you see coming?
We're shooting for 220 foot.
Okay.
We feel confident we can get 220 foot. We can line up in this arena. We can line up with both doors. Where in Chatham we could only line up with the one door, so we have two doors on the end. We can line up with each door, so we can gain a little bit there. So we feel confident we can have a 220 foot track.
And the dirt is a little different, maybe.
Yeah, I say it's about between White Pine and Chatham. It's a little darker than Chatham, but it's not as dark as White Pine's dirt. So it has some sand in it, but not near as much as Chatham.
Your track maintenance crew this year will be?
It will be the same as last year. Our guys that's been doing it the last couple of years in Chatham, they're coming with us to Lexington. We'll have 2 skid loaders and then the roller.
And indoors, outdoor scales, both?
Yep. We'll have scales on both sides of the track, like normal. Then we'll have a set of scales outside in the staging area where you can weigh out there.
The outside parking, it's on the roof. I understand. It's a big pavilion out there. Can you get from the outside pavilion to the inside arena without getting wet, or you have to go in and out of buildings?
Yes, there's a there's a breezeway there where you don't have to get wet. You can drive right into the arena.
Kind of like White Pine.
Yep, similar.
Similar. And a parking under the outside building is like big.
Yes, it's big. It's the same size as the arena.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
estimating we can get 200 tractors under if everybody parks sensibly. So we feel that hopefully everybody can get a good spot under the roof.
And just a quick question: if somebody had a step deck or something bigger, is there a ramp there?
I do not believe so. I don't believe there's a loading ramp, but if you do have that situation, reach out to me and we can make arrangements.
Okay. And at tractor pullers, it's always buying and selling the parts. There'll be a forklift available at times or something.
Yes, there will be something there where we can load and unload.
And the bigger hook on the sleds will definitely be there, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do recommend a 4-inch long hole to make sure that you have plenty of clearance.
All right. And on the will you have a 100-foot cone or something?
It will be at
somebody watching it.
Yes, it will be at half track, whatever half track is. The cone will be at half track, and yes, we will have somebody watching both sides.
Okay, that's it. That's good. Starting at a finished flagger, or are you going to go with the lights?
We will have lights on both tracks.
So okay.
So you're going to have Terminator sleds again then?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And how is the do you have signboards or anything for looking up at what position you are? You're going to have somebody with a clipboard. How's it would be done there? Different, or will you have the what's it when you have the little thing on your phone?
The QR codes.
Yes.
Yes. We will have QR codes again. Unfortunately, we do not have the TVs in the arena like at Chatham, but you will have the QR codes, and we will have somebody lining up on both sides.
All right, and I think JR was talking a little bit about how you're going to do broadcast or maybe stream or something, and they got some things in the works. JR, Tommy, you want to comment on any of that?
Yeah, I haven't had an official conversation with JR, but it sounds like we are going to be able to do some live streaming.
Yes, we are. That's Robert and I have been talking. We're probably going to try to. Yes, provide. It's all about service and signal. So.
That's one of the big improvements I've seen in tractor pulling in the last 2 years is the upgrade of doing that in antiques. Kind of changes the atmosphere of antiques and moves us up a level or two. What do you think, Bryan?
I think any kind of exposure is good exposure. We could see, looking at my views that I do, what little live stream that I do anymore, it's pretty substantial. The afterthought, people go back and watch the live stream.
And we was happy to have your live stream before, because that's all we had. But it has kind of upped it quite a good bit. And antique pulling kind of needs that shot in the arm, I think, and it's been wonderful. Perk.
One thing I think. Go ahead.
I'm good. Go on.
I was going to say one thing that I've seen that it's really valuable for is we've got a lot of older pullers that may not be able to go with pulls anymore, and it gives them a shot to watch and enjoy. I hear that a lot, and it's that's why I see it's a real value beyond just the normal views. Is that you've got some older guys that they've got a smartphone or they've got a tablet or something they can watch on, and they'll watch all day. That makes me feel good when I see people streaming that part aspect gets covered. So
yeah, I think it's good for the antiques, particularly because up till then it was like, well, who really watches an antique pull at most time? But now we actually have an audience, which is, we don't know how big it is. It's like, JR, do you know how big it is? What we're doing tonight on a podcast, we really don't know. But we know we have an audience. Where years ago it was like, did we have an audience? At polls, you look at the bleachers, did we have an audience? Well, that's a good question.
Any given night, it's I can't predict how many people are going to come on live and watch it, especially this time of year. People are scrambling around getting ready for Christmas and et cetera, et cetera. But the one thing I have not been able to tell is what's coming in from Facebook versus what I see from YouTube. And Facebook a lot of times will sometimes outrank the YouTube set or visitations. So depends. Plus you have it over time too. You got people coming back to watch, et cetera, et cetera. So.
Getting back to Tommy, his group, one of the first groups that did this, and I think it's been very good for you the whole time, hasn't it, Tommy?
Yes, we've had really good success thanks to JR and his crew over the years. We actually had some folks last year at Chatham tell us that they came from Canada, and the reason they came from Canada is because they watched it on YouTube. So it gets it out there, that's for sure.
And that's good for antique pulling. It's good for tractor pulling.
Absolutely.
It's good for agriculture. It's good in a lot of ways. So it's good for younger people or older people. Anybody wants to watch, friends and family, it's all good. Which is what we want to do. We want to share it. And then, like the St. Jude's, we get to talk about the St. Jude's. We get to talk about Noah White in the project, and that we talked about before. There's a lot of really, really good things happening along with these events. And the more we get on it, the better we can. And each area of the country is going to have to try to do their own thing because JR only can get too far from home. And Mr. Roberts, you're going to get so far as well. What's that say? I can't read it.
White Pine Stream 3 days total was 14,000 views.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's good.
That's getting something done. 14,000 views on 3 days of streaming at White Pine. Yep. Guys, you are celebrities. Antique pullers, you are celebrities, whether you know it or not. That's an audience. So put on a good show. Always be ethical and lay good hooks down and make it happen. Keep it up. There's a reason you got 14,000 views. Okay, Tommy, we're going to go back to questions with you. We're going to talk about food at the arena, food options, parking, handbands, whatever you got. You got a procedure there, and hotels. Because we've always understood Chatham and Gretna and all that. We knew how to do that, but now we don't.
Yeah, so I guess we'll go to food first. Unfortunately, there will not be pork chop sandwiches. That's not from a lack.
I'm not coming then. Forget it.
That's not from a lack of effort. Let me tell you. Facility there has concession stands. I don't know exactly what's on the menu just yet, but a little closer time, I'll post that on our Facebook page to let people know what will be for sale to eat. You talked about armbands, so yes, we will be taking admission. There's one gate coming in and out, so we will be taking admission as people come in. You will get an armband, and you have to wear that armband all weekend. If you have that armband when you come back in the next day, or you leave and come back, as long as you have the armband on, you'll be able to get back in.
And did you not have a pre-registration perk on armbands?
Yeah, so if you do pre-register, as long as you pre-register 4 hooks, you will get free admission, and you will get an armband when you arrive.
That's for one day, though.
That's for the weekend.
Oh, the whole weekend.
Yep, for the weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a little incentive to pre-register. So if you haven't, go to our website and pre-register, and so you can get that free admission.
Tell them where your website is, Tommy.
It is www.swatgeapulling.org. If you go to our Facebook page, the Virginia Winter Classic, it's on our Facebook page as well. There's a link there, and you can go directly to it.
There was a T-shirt guy that always come before. Is that going to be allowed this year at this location, or
Yeah.
have to have a new program?
Yep. He is planning to be there.
When's your last day to register? For
It is
promotion?
January 15th.
And hotels.
Yeah, so there's within like 3 minutes of the arena, there's like 7 hotels. So if you go to Virginia Horse Center and search, you can find multiple hotels. We do have a discounted rate at the Best Western. That is actually the closest hotel to the arena. And we also have a discounted rate at the Wingate by Wyndham, which is right at the end of the street there. So it's another minute down the road.
Are
So
any of the hotels actually truck and trailer friendly, or they're smaller lots? Parking lots.
most of them are the smaller lots.
Okay.
But you can there's plenty of room to leave your trailers and stuff at the arena there. And like I say, it's a 3-minute drive at most to any of the hotels.
I think you said the place had an advanced ventilation system at one time. I think I heard you say.
Yep. So they've got ventilation in the roof and cross ventilation as well. So we hope to improve air quality in the arena itself. Along those lines, they do have sky boxes. When I say sky boxes, this is not the typical Tunica sky boxes. This is all one big room that has glass that you can watch. We will be selling wristbands to get into the sky boxes. They will be $25 a day, and you can buy them at registration Thursday morning.
So the skybox is not owned by an individual for the event. The $25 a day will get you in the skybox.
Correct. Yep. It's one big open room, and I hope to make a post tomorrow to show some pictures and to share all this information as well. But it's one big open room, $25 a day, and you can sit right up against the glass.
And that's like heated with a restroom inside.
Yes.
And you had to take a set of stairs to get up to it, or an elevator.
Yep. Stairs or elevator. Yep.
Do you have a vendor selling area anywhere that you're going to have, like for vendors to set up displays or anything like that?
We do. So this arena is kind of set up like White Pine, if you're familiar with White Pine. So there is room around the arena at the top of the bleachers there to sell. So if you're interested in selling, reach out to me and we can get you set up.
Registration is best done online. Registration have a cutoff date every day or something? How are you going to deal with that?
So every morning we will have registration. Thursday morning we will do registration strictly for the Thursday classes. Then our intent is to have registration open Thursday afternoon to register for Friday and Saturday. And then we will have registration open Friday and Saturday morning. Registration will close at 8:45 or when the line ends. So once registration closes, you will not be able to add classes. The same people that does registration has to do the recording and everything else. So we do not add classes once registration is closed.
If your tractor breaks and you're not or anything like that, thanks to the money.
You come find me. That's how I've done it the last couple of years. Come find me. You know,
But
we hate.
percentages are based off your pay in, so
Correct.
so it does cause a disturbance to really change it up much.
Correct. Yeah. We unless something's absolutely broke, it's probably not going to be a refund.
Okay. So yeah. Let me see what else. How many?
It's my understanding that you guys are doing team pulling Battle of the Brands and King of the Hill. Are you doing anything different with those classes than the Friday and Saturday classes?
So yeah, Thursday we'll have team pulling. We'll have 2 different team pullings this year. We'll have a small tire team pulling, and then we'll have a big tire team pulling. The winners will split $1,000. Then we'll have King of the Hill classes.
Your
And
team pulling still random pull?
do what now?
Your team pulling still random
Yes.
team?
Yes,
select?
it will be. Yep, it will be random. Then we'll have the King of the Hill classes. King of the Hill classes just pays the winner. It's a true King of the Hill. So we have a 10 mile an hour and a 12 mile an hour King of the Hill. Then we have Battle of the Brands, which is all 6 mile an hour, a 2-cylinder class, 4-cylinder class, and 6-cylinder class. If y'all remember the first year of Chatham, we done that, so we're bringing that back this year.
Not a word.
And then we're going to
talk
do.
about that.
No, not a word.
Can Sarah talk about that?
I'm sorry, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, you beat me right into that one, huh? No, I'm good.
So we want to go back to the day of 6-cylinder and,
Yes, I remember
Chatham.
that. I remember
somebody
the
here.
Battle of the Brands real well.
And he made somebody very happy that day.
Yes, yes, I did.
So
Go ahead.
yeah, then we'll have 2 heavyweight King of the Hill classes, a 10,000 and 12,000 4 mile an hour to end the day on Thursday.
Whoa,
Good Lord.
that's a new class, right?
Yep, they are new. We've never went over 6,500. We had some requests for a couple classes, so we've doing them on Thursday. See what kind of participation we have, and we may continue to do it if we have good participation, and or that may be something that goes away. But we're going to try it this year.
Well, you got to try it and know. And it's
That's
always interesting what the results are. And we'll be looking forward to having you tell us what the results was.
Yep, we'll do. And back to the tires really quick. So we do have we have 2 small tire classes on Friday and Saturday. They're 14.9 or 15.5. They're any cut. So all classes throughout the weekend are any cut tires.
Does that mean it include 16.934?
Yes, that will include the 16.934. Then we all classes are full cut, but it will be limited by tire sizes. So we do have the 4 mile an hour small tire, 4 mile an hour 16.9 classes, and then everything else is 18.4, 38 full cut.
Mm-hmm. And 50-pound weight allowance for most all classes, correct?
Yep, all classes all weekend, 50 pounds.
And it doesn't matter specialty or not, just all classes.
Yep, all classes.
Will you be doing anything to address large class sizes? Like, are you doing anything different for 35 to 60 tractors in a class?
Yes, so we do plan to break some up in flights, depending on the number of them in the class. So roughly 20 tractor flights with large classes. So we will try to get a gauge of how many we have in each class, and we'll announce that in the morning on what kind of flights we're going to do.
Mm-hmm. Then you have some pull-offs and stuff.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, and that would be kind of like we'll have to make a decision when we see what we got.
Right. Yeah. We'll have to wait to see how many we have in each class before we make that final decision.
All right. So if it's cold, somebody better look forward to buying a $25 skybox and go get a warm spot and watch the track. If it's cold.
If it's cold, yes.
You know, if it's going to be cold,
It's gonna be. Richard says it's gonna be cold.
it's going to be cold.
But they do have a solution, and it's called a skybox. Right?
That's
If
right.
it's cold.
Are they heated?
Yes. And there is really good heat in the arena as well.
There is.
Yes. Of course, with the ventilation, it's gonna be moving air, but there is really good heat in the arena.
Mm-hmm. And outside buildings, are they walls to the ground, or are they just partial walls?
They are partial walls.
So they could be cold out there. Just be
It could.
prepared for it.
Yeah, it could be
But
cold.
it is
We're hoping for sunny and 60 degrees.
I am too.
Good luck.
Or do you have any stipulations on ride-ons besides tractors, like golf carts and things?
Yeah, that seems to be a talk about subject at times.
Yep. We're not going to allow any in the arena at all. None in the arena. And the way it works there, the way you get in and out of the arena is kind of tight in spots. So we can't have any side by sides in the arena at all.
So the
they
tractor has to drive itself in.
Yes, tractor will have to drive itself in.
And out.
Yep, and out. Unless it breaks and we'll get it pulled out. But yes, it should come in and out on its own power.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got any more questions for Tommy, or want to come back to him after we think of some more?
We still got plenty of questions. We only got the Thursday. We ain't got this.
Oh, well, don't keep on going then.
We still got.
That's why I got. That's why I got team members.
Friday and Saturday.
I got team members for this. Let's go.
So Friday's charity class is 47.57 mile an hour, right?
That's correct.
I assume that's going to be one you're going to expect to be broke up into flights.
More than likely, yes.
And then Saturdays is 52.55 mile an hour.
That's correct.
Both are basically big tire 18.4 38s.
Yep.
Full cuts. Roll on, right?
Yep, that's correct.
I assume as long as you meet the tire size, you can still go back and forth between tracks with the 6, 8, 12s, 4s, and 5s. Only limiting factor being the tire size, correct?
That's right. And that's why that's the biggest reason why we done full cut in all classes. So the small tire guys can pull in the 16.9 if they would like.
Book limits?
4 per day plus a charity.
Say with that ability to go back and forth, you'd almost have to, because some of the small tire guys would play just for the sake of playing, if nothing else.
Yeah, we try to work out the classes where everybody can get their hooks within 1,000 pounds. I know sometimes that doesn't always work out, but we try our best to lay them out where everybody can get their hooks.
Never move more than 1,000 pounds that day.
That's what we hope.
That's what you hope. That's good. That's considered per day. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's looking at the schedule, it's doable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it should be with just about any kind of tractor you're going to run. You should be able to hit 4 classes in 1,000 pounds, and move on by life. Because basically it's the same as usual for the most part on the big side. On the big tire size, your 6, 8, 12. There's 12s. Obviously, the one charity 7, and then the second day from 37.50 to 62.50, bounces back and forth from 6, 8 to there's 2 12 mile an hour classes and a 10 mile an hour class. So,
all right, that brings up an interesting question. So most of the fast classes going to stay on one sled only, and so you don't have to. If you just do 6, 8s and up, you just stay on one sled, and if you do below 6, 5s, and 4s, you stay on the other sled and on down.
Yep. So
if somebody jumping weights, they have to know they got to go side to side, and that will be some mix-ups on occasion.
Yeah, where we're running into that mainly is if you're pulling 5 and 6 mile an hour. We get into some classes, you'll get jumbled back and forth, but we hope they're staggered enough where that don't happen. But if that's the case, we will definitely wait on you to make sure you get your hook.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, for instance, if you were to try to do Friday, she'd be stuck in that because 5,000 through 55, from 47.50 to 5,500 pounds, you've got 2 12 mile an hours and 1 6 mile an hour. So if you are truly, like Tommy said, if you are truly more like a 6 5 mile an hour tractor, not really an 8 and 12, you more than likely you're going to have to bounce back and forth one track to the other and pull 5 and 6 to get your 4 most days, unless you're going to go, a 2,000 pound spread.
But that's not the first time you ever had to do that.
By far.
So
looking at the schedule, looks like the first day charity class will be on whatever sled the faster tractors are pulling on, and the second day charity will be on the slow side.
That's correct. And there's always a chance that we may have to move something around, depending on class sizes and stuff. But we hope to whichever side they're aligned on, that's what we plan to pull.
And a backup sled and a backup scale.
Yep. We've got a backup sled on standby, and there's some scales that we can go get if we do have an issue there.
Very good.
All laid out to me.
That sounds very good. And a warm place to go if you get cold.
That's
so
right.
It's going to be 60 degrees instead, so we don't have to worry about that.
That's right.
All right, so
when it's too warm, people won't come indoors. Remember that. So
That just reminded me of something too. I'm looking at the flyer. Look who made it.
Oh yeah. Further questions or
Nah, I mean,
we'll come back to Tommy.
I'm sure something will pop back up.
We'll come back to you, Tommy. Bryan, we're gonna jump in with you for a little while and
Okay.
put you on the grill. All right. Thank you for being on with us tonight.
Appreciate the invite.
I want to talk first of all about St. Jude's. It's a good project. I want to know what you have done over the years and current status of what you're doing now and how to be a part of it.
Well, to say what I've done that's a falsehood because it takes a lot of people.
I understand.
I'm just I guess I'm kind of just a mouthpiece or have been a mouthpiece for it for years.
I see a lot of players you have, helpers.
There's a lot of folks that have been involved. Of course, you all in the Delmarva area that have took care of the Black M for us and raised a bunch of money out there to folks in Missouri and Wisconsin. Just all kinds of people from here to there across the Midwest have been a part of this deal. And we're very thankful for those efforts across. This is our 10th tractor right now. And we're at about $700,000 off the top of my head is what we've raised so far from the first tractor, that Oliver 88, to the Ford A61 we've got right now that we call 250 edition. So it's they've all been amazing projects and been just been all hands on deck, and folks have really been appreciative of what we're trying to do from this. It's for the kids, for St. Jude kids. And this past year, we've just split it up to where it's now St. Jude and Shriners both. We split the money 50-50. So we just spreading the wealth a little bit between two very worthy charitable projects. So.
And this tractor is going to be given away when?
Big giveaway on February 21st at Oak Grove. Don't have to be present to win. It's $20 ticket, 6 for 100. I'll be posting Ziffy links again. Been trying to do that on Facebook page, on the Hook page, and on the Charity Tractor Pullers page. If you want to go follow those pages, like those pages, folks, we appreciate it. But I'll be beating that drum, and because this is when we really start seeing that tidal wave of giving is this time of year, the last 60 days before the tractor's given away. We're at about $16,000 right now between the online and the in-person purchase of tickets. I'll be in January up till the event itself. I'll be around. I'll have tickets with me, but the quickest and easiest way is to just do it online with our Ziffy link. And Ziffy is a fantastic project that has really simplified what we do and been a real good thing to get to be part of the project and help us. So we're looking at our next tractor as well. We'll have more announcements about it. I think that it might be actually a debut at Oak Grove, but we're trying to make the rounds, make the loop between all the brands. Of course, we've done multiple the Farmalls and the like, and multiple Olivers and one John Deere, and now we got the Harris. The Harris was a good tractor. The Case was a great tractor. This Ford is a really sharp piece. It is
very nice looking.
It's very, very nice. They've all been well done, and this one is just spectacular. And I could name several folks who've been a part of that tractor, but Nick Fisher, who's the lead on the project, he has a list of like 50 folks that have contributed to that tractor. And unfortunately, I don't have that list, but we'd be here for 15 minutes, and at some point we'll make those folks announced and put them on Facebook, and then when our live stream the drawing, we'll thank those folks as well. So
and you can't tell yet what the next model manufacturer is going to be.
We kind of try to keep it under wraps because we want focus to be on the tractor at hand. And I think it's just the right thing to do, because if somebody will buy a ticket and they might be lean towards that next brand. Be like, well, I'm not going to buy a ticket on this one. I'll just save my money and buy one on the next one.
Right.
And
that way everybody knows why you do things. You explained it. That everybody knows now. That's why the reason is, and
Yeah.
that's a good reason.
yeah,
It is for St. Jude's and Shriners both. If you're
Correct.
buying tickets. And then they need to know that if so
Yeah. It's
that's good to know.
but we by just splitting it up has been a good deal for us. We feel like because there's two different disciplines or areas of need for children, and the Shriners focuses on one area, whereas St. Jude, of course, is more of a childhood cancer focus. But in the end, all the children need some help. And I've always, since the beginning of this, I've always kind of leaned into the thought that maybe that $1 that is turned in or is donated, that may be contributed to a cure for something, or it's helping a parent have a room to stay in overnight for free without having to pay for a hotel room somewhere. That there's some comfort or aid lent to the child or the parent, in some way or fashion.
It doesn't take long to make a phone call to find somebody who's been there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long to find somebody and most everybody have within a phone call will know somebody.
Well,
it doesn't take long.
Well, it's for me, it's become really personal because it's next door right now. It's literally next door. My next door neighbor has a son. He's 7 years old. He's actually at Norton's in Louisville, but he's had leukemia. It's in remission right now, but their doctors have been coordinated with the doctors in St. Jude, from my understanding. So there's information being exchanged about his situation, his condition, and when I can see that it's worth something that's come from St. Jude is working. It next door, and they're working him towards remission and complete healing. It's remarkable. So,
and that's a good testimony, right there. How big is the tractor pull group that contributes to this? Tractor pulls in general. How big is National Tractor Pulling that would be a part of this?
Nick, as I said, has been the lead on this. He's following he's keeping the Zeffy numbers this year. We're over 20 states that have been a part of the giving so far. We've had nearly every state contribute. Folks in Canada have contributed, have bought tickets. It's truly amazing what people are willing to do, and we're just tickled that we've been able to excite or initiate that within them. The tractor is the literal and figurative vehicle for giving and donating and helping children. It's an amazing project. Well, I think that this Ford will do well. Like I said, we're about 16,000 right now, but there'll be this tidal wave of giving in the next few weeks. We'll be working on tickets night and day. Usually I at one point I was doing tickets 4 to 5 hours a day, every day, up until we give it away. It's really a full-time job at the very end. But it's worthwhile. It's a very worthy cause, and we all feel good in the end, and to just be able to be helpful to those in need.
Will there be a St. Jude's class at Oak Grove?
We have a Shriners class at Oak Grove. We've got several special classes there this time. The Shriners class is on Saturday the 21st, 4875, 7 mile an hour. Whatever tire you want to run, up to 18.4, full cut. We've got folks that jump in with the uncuts and top cuts and whatever. They just want to contribute because their hook fee goes to straight to Shriners on that day. So it, they just go in and it's their way of giving.
Charity, so goes to whoever it is.
Mm-hmm. And Tom, your group does charity a little differently right there, correct?
Yeah. So how we've always done it is we let the winner of the class pick which charity they would like to donate the other half to. We all know that everyone has a charity that's near and dear to them, and we let them make that decision, and we'll write the check to that charity.
And I think that's what's really great about tractor pulling. A lot of pulls you go to, they run a charity class, and they're designated what it's for. And tractor pulling in general, a lot of classes is done that way. A lot of local pulls and the bigger pulls too. So I think the whole St. Jude's project, now Shriners, St. Jude Shriners, has been a goalpost that the rest have followed throughout the years and learned from. I think there's been a lot of learning from all this in tractor pulling in general. So it's been a really good project. For those that have been a part of it, help with it in the past, present, and in the future, there are going to be others come into it. And it's all good what they've been doing. We're going to continue on with the Oak Grove poll. Tell us some more about, some of us have never been there, about the facility. Do they have skyboxes? I don't know. Do they have a long track? I think they're near casinos. I'm not sure. I was told something about that. Bryan, what do you know?
Well, I know a little bit. I'll tell you what I do know. Oak Grove is off of about 10 minutes off of I-24. It's 45 minutes northwest of Nashville, and just southeast of Paducah, right on the Tennessee-Kentucky line. It is on a property of a casino, the Oak Grove Gaming Facility. So there's a working, living, breathing casino there with a great steakhouse. They're a wonderful host for us. They've been very positive, a great group to be a part of. They've been very gracious to us, and we're glad to be there and just to be a part of that community as we've been. 3 days of pulling. We're there let me get my list up here. 19th, 20th, and 21st. First day of pulling, I'm going to start it like at 8 o'clock that morning. And one thing we've moved to this year is that every puller registered on that day, that pulls that day, is eligible for a $500 giveaway. So when we draw by the tractor number, so we'll pull that tractor number. Whoever's in possession of that tractor number gets $500. Our special classes of that day on that Thursday are the 4250 and 6250 King of the Hill, 6 mile an hour, any tire, 18438 max, full cut, $100 entry, but 75% payback. So on a class of 50 tractors, you're looking at $3,750 going back to the pullers at the top 5 in those 2 classes that day. On Friday, we've got, again, another $500 giveaway. We've done something different for us in terms of special classes. We've got a 4250 Super Farm, which is our uncut tire class, 4 miles an hour, 4% payback, with an extra 300 for first, 200 for second, and 100 for third in the top 3 on that class, which was from Hillside Antique Pullers. And then a 3750 Top Cut, which we did that because that's the wheelhouse for that Ford, the St. Jude tractor for it, so we can participate in a special class. And again, it's got $600 of extra money in addition to the normal payback, and that's sponsored by Ingram Farms. I do need to back up a little bit. I want to thank our title sponsor, H&R Agri-Power. They've been fantastic every year. The Hunts are a pulling family, from Mr. Wayne Hunt to the to the third generation Shane Hunt, to Olan Super Farm now. They're a polling family, and they are very gracious and kind to us, and have been very helpful. Also want to thank Lawrence Heyman for coming on board, and H&M Bay Incorporated. They've really become a big part of this, and they're presenting sponsors for the pool this year. And that leads into the big money class that we've talked about pre-gaming, where we've got and it is going to benefit St. Jude and Shriners as well. Any questions up to now?
No, keep it going. You're doing fine.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
So the way that the Lawrence Heyman shootout, I guess that's my my shorthand way of saying it. There's 3 classes that are a part of that shootout. You've got on Thursday, you've got the 5,000 pound 8 mile an hour. On Friday, you have a 5,000 10 mile an hour, and on Saturday, a 4750 12 mile an hour. What pullers will have to do is they say, "Hey, I want to be in the shootout," so they pay $100 in addition to their $40 per class, and that's completely voluntary.
1 time $100 or 3 times $100?
One time. That's why I'm going through this. So you pay $100 to get in the points. So for those 3 classes, you're in $220 if you're in the Heyman shootout. $220. So you got $3 $40 hook fees plus the $100, and that $100 buy-in, that is split between St. Jude and Shriners. And then those folks, if they want to be a part of that, they've got to be registered at 8 a.m. on Thursday, because you don't want somebody to get into the class and not be registered on on Thursday. They pull in that 5,008 and they end up winning the class, and they're not registered for the shootout, and say, "Oh, I want to be in it now." Well, we can't do that. You've got to be registered before you ever go down the track. Let's see. Payouts. We're paying back 10 spots now. We originally had been at 5 spots. There's I've got one screen going. I apologize. I'm glancing at the other screen just to keep things. I can keep all this stuff on top of my head here. I apologize, but if you're in the shootout, which will be decided through a point system, you'll get 50 points for first, 48 for second, and 46 through third, and so on. It'll pay out $1,300 for first, 1,000 gets second, third gets $750, all the way down to 10th gets $100. So you get back your original buy-in. So
it ought to be a pretty good talk about event, because all brands is invited.
Correct.
All brands of practice is invited.
Yeah. And you know, it's there's money involved for every brand this Oak Grove weekend. I mean, I've seen some chatter about, well, it's a red tractor focus class. Well, yes and no. It just, some folks are tractors, they've got them set up for their local clubs, or they may be at 5,000 is where that's their wheelhouse. And it's 4750 may just be out of touch for them. That's where they don't ever pull that light, but their terriers at 5,000. But we've got, like I say, we have the king of the hill, the $100 hook fee on the 4250 King of the Hill. All your light farmals, your light Olivers can get in there. You got your 6250 King of the Hill, your heavy John Deeres. There's a place to win some big money. And then you've got your top cut class and uncut classes. They're fairly light. So somebody can walk away, that normally in our event, or in our area where they haven't had a chance to walk away with some good money, they do now. So,
How many hooks per day?
3 hooks per day plus the specials. And then, so, the max you're looking at, you'd have somebody could get 5 hooks on Thursday, and then 4 on Friday and 4 on Saturday. I do want to note that the points about the Heyman classes are still regular hooks. They're not counted as specials. I think, and I've tried to put that in bold and italicized and make that completely apparent. But I think it's, we're trying to do some different things, and I hope that draws some good folks in. We want to get some new folks, and I hope we can get to see everybody that can come out. Hopefully we'll have better.
What date was that?
I'm sorry?
What date was that?
We're the 19th, 20th, and 21st of February. And hopefully we'll be 50 degrees instead of 10 below, like we were last year. So that's our hope.
Mm-mm.
That's a tough, yeah. Not everybody's up for a 10 below pool, but hey, the tractors made it.
Yeah.
Did they have skyboxes and heated zones?
We have, it's more of a traditional arena. In terms of floor space, think of it's slightly smaller than White Pine.
Harrisburg size?
It may be Harrisburg size. We're about 220 on the fast side for track length. So we're in 215, I think, on the other side. 3 sleds that'll be rotating in and out. We've got the Collier sled. We've got the hillside sled there as well, and the third sled's TBA right now. We're working on the third sled at the moment.
But you only have 2 tracks, correct?
Correct, only 2 tracks. 3 would be a nightmare. It could happen, but it'd be a nightmare.
Did you have to turn out last year with negative 10 degrees?
10
degrees.
Yeah, it was. Well, the track was frozen. It's indoors, but pretty much frozen. We did have to the following weekend. We did come in and were able to pull, but we did, and then we did put some supplemental heat in addition to what the building is heated. It did okay. Everybody just kind of dressed accordingly. If you've been, especially for our part of the world, in the Midwest pulling that I've been a part of, you can count on some of these events. You pack your good long johns and your insulated coveralls and have at it. Hopefully we don't have that issue this time. If we have 50 degree weather, 55 degree weather and sunshine, there'll be bumper to bumper, and we do have enough asphalt pavement to park on that if you get off in the dirt with your tractor and trailer, it's your own fault. But there's ample parking there for even semis and your typical
parking on the roof for tractors.
There is some limited parking under roof, kind of first come first serve. Just get there early. Usually folks start rolling in that Tuesday night, Wednesday morning before. We're doing pre-registration. I'll have a link up for that. Again, we've got some folks already pre-registered, but we're doing pre-registration through, I believe, I'm not the boss of that. My wife, Deanna, she's the boss of the pre-registration. I think we're going to do that through Monday or Tuesday prior. So you're looking at the 16th, 17th. It's going to be our final dates for pre-registration. So we can get those numbers put together, and all folks have to do is walk in, pay their their hook fees, and they pick up their number and put it on the tractor and go pulling. So,
Well, that's really good stuff going on, guys. Both of your events, what are they, 15 days apart or something, maybe?
About that from the sound.
Yeah. So 2 awesome events available to the pullers in February in the wintertime. That's pretty amazing to have the opportunity alone. Both of them have great venues, locations, opportunity. You've heard from Tom, you've heard from Bryan. A lot going on in the pulling world coming up. Get some more things, Richard, or
It's kind of time for final thoughts. So we'll kind of switch up, go back to Tommy for a second. Any last thoughts? Anything you want to make sure everybody knows before we kind of end this thing for tonight?
Yeah, so I don't know that I said the date officially, but it is February 5th, 6th, and 7th, the first weekend in February. You can start coming in Wednesday morning. The gate will be open Wednesday morning, so you're welcome to come on in. If you haven't followed our Facebook page, it's the Virginia Winter Classic Facebook page. Follow that. We will keep that updated, and as we get closer, we will keep giving updates and reminders. And if anything last minute changes or anything, we will keep that Facebook page updated.
very good. Thank you there, Tommy.
Yep,
Bryan?
thank y'all.
Any last thoughts, Bryan?
sure. I'd be remiss, and I hate to, I hadn't said anything yet before, but we lost a great friend in pulling world at Tunica, George Stedman. He now was announcing that he's been a big part of that White Pine Pull for years. He was announcing at Tunica and passed away prior to the Saturday morning show, and he was an announcer for us at Oak Grove. Just a gem of a guy, a towering figure, first class, and we're going to miss him, and we're going to try to do something in his memory, in his honor for to St. Jude and Shriners at our event. But it's kind of taking wind out of the sails for some of us, and we just want to do something, something to remember him as well. Just want to invite everybody to come out and see us. I hope that everybody can get out and go to Lexington, come see us too, in Oak Grove. Get out and pull and enjoy this pulling when you can. I do see, from my standpoint, a lot of folks are maybe backing off the summertime club pulling, and they're saving up their money and their vacation time, and they're heading out in the wintertime and going pulling and from Oklahoma to Virginia to Pennsylvania and the Tennessee, Kentucky line and Mississippi and what have you.
They had a big pull in Missouri, didn't they?
Pardon?
They just had a big pull in Missouri, didn't they?
They had Palmyra. That was the Mark Twain Nationals. That was a big pull. I think they had 900 and some hooks. They've got that same group. I'm glad you mentioned they've got the Route 66 Nationals. That's the first weekend of January. That's a great facility there. Great outfit, NATPA event. Encourage folks. We're also on the same weekend as Princeton, Indiana. We know some folks that will come see us. We'll leave and go to Princeton too, and that's we understand. That's fine. I think it's benefited both of us, and I think the hook numbers show that over. If we go back and look historically, so folks have a chance to pull multiple places over one weekend. In fact, we're both events are along US Highway 41. So you could just get on US Highway 41 and drive straight 2 hours north to Princeton and pull on Saturday. So it's come see us on Thursday, Friday, and come and stay with us on Saturday if you want. But if you want to go pull points in Princeton, that's fine too. We understand.
Very good. All right. JR, I believe you knew the same guy that Bryan was talking about too, didn't you?
Yeah, old George. Old George. That's what he went by on the interweb, so to speak. And I met him through some old tractor pulling chat groups way back in the probably early mid 2000s. And I actually met up with him and met him in person. I think at Louisville one or two times, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I think I've run into him down there a couple times, but fantastic person and always, again, energetic, like Bryan said. Just a big stature. He was a big boy. He was a tall boy.
Yeah,
but,
he's
loved the sport of pulling. Yeah.
If you were at a pull in Tennessee or Kentucky, you likely cross paths with him, and I don't care if it's antique or what have you. He was likely there at some point.
Yep.
So
exactly. Probably Gordyville. I may have even seen him at Gordyville too or somewhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He always had a smile on his face. Always willing to talk tractor pulling for sure. Yep.
All right, Richard. Roll with it.
All right, Bryan.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. Thank everybody for tuning in tonight.
Thank you.
Final
Thanks.
comments.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. JR, thank you for being a wonderful host like always. Everybody, Merry Christmas. We'll be back doing podcasts.
Sometime.
We'll be back.
We'll be back in January. Don't
Yeah,
worry. We'll
We'll be
work on
back.
January
We'll
sounds
get it.
It'll be a Thursday.
sometime.
All right.
The most inconvenient time for Richards when we'll do it. So
There you go. That can be done. We'll work on it.
most importantly, Merry Christmas. Celebrate
Christmas.
and enjoy your families, especially after the tragedy today. Again,
Okay.
Motorsports World lost Greg Biffle and his family. It sucks. Just hug your family closer. Keep them closer to you. So anyway, all right. Soon we'll get it out on the social media when the next show is going to be, and we'll announce it then. Versus everybody else, Merry Christmas. See you next year.
Thank you.